Awesome. Welcome to Self-Shiatsu for the head, face, and neck to calm your shin, regulate your nervous system, and de-stress. Welcome, everybody. I'm really glad you came here tonight, and I'm really excited to share this with you. It's really effective for calming your shin, which is your heart, spirit, and a TCM understanding, and for regulating your nervous system. So shiatsu is a Japanese form of body work, and it translates to finger pressure. Shi is finger, atsu is pressure. So what we're going to be doing tonight is using our fingers like this, and then our thumbs, and we'll be doing some rotations, and we'll be grasping the muscles in our neck, working down the front of our body just a little bit, all through a sequence that has been developed by Shizuto Masunaga. He is the originator of the Zen Shiatsu lineage. And I learned from Kaz Kamiya, who learned from Shizuto Masunaga. And it is such a delight to have learned this sequence and learned Shiatsu so close to its original source. Before we go on, I just want to acknowledge the land and the indigenous caretakers of this land, where I am and wherever you are. So I am here on Anishinaabe, Haudenosaunee, and Huron-Wendat territory, and I offer this workshop as a settler on this land. I have a ways to go in honoring my responsibilities here, and one way is this, especially as I am and we are always connecting with universal ki or chi all around us. And I acknowledge the land wherever you are, depending on when you're seeing this video or where you are in the world. A little bit more about shiatsu and self-shiatsu. So one thing I want to mention is that self-shiatsu on the head, face, and neck can impact the whole body, because a lot of the meridians, almost all the meridians that we are working with tonight, run through the rest of the body. So it's almost like a microsystem. There's official microsystems on the top of the scalp, on the hands, on the ear, and on the palms, soles of the feet, not the palms, the soles of the feet. And similarly, all these channels that run into the face and the sides of the head, they run through the rest of the body. So part of what we're doing is sending that ki, which is Japanese, or chi, which is Chinese, into flow right through the whole system. If you have questions, just use the chat and I will just relay your question and then share it back. If you have a question, please do ask, because it means that someone else out there is also going to have that question too. So don't hesitate to pause, okay? Awesome. I want to share with you the PDF of, oh, I put it in the chat already. Let me see if it's still there. Yeah, so I shared in the chat. If you look in the chat, there should be a PDF there. Can you see it? No, okay, I'm going to resend. And that, you know, sometimes people are visual learners. So, is it there now? Awesome. Okay, so if that's helpful, you can open that. It's just a visual of all the points that we're going to use. Feel free to watch me. Feel free to refer to that if you need to. If you want to, you can bring it up on your computer and just have me and that PDF side by side. Awesome. And then you can use that for future too. And because this is recorded, yeah, I'll be sending this out. So maybe you're watching this. I mean, I'm seeing you now, and maybe you're watching this later too. So to start, we're just going to ground in the room where we are. We're going to go through the instructions once together, and then it'll be a bit more talking and teaching, and then we'll go through a second time, and it'll be a bit more, you'll already know it, so it'll have a bit more flow to it. So to ground, I love to use this somatic practice where we first are going to just start by looking around the room that we're in. It's a really nice way to just locate ourselves in space, looking from side to side, noticing the corners of the room, looking behind you. What color are the walls? What is the shape of the room you're in? Looking down at the floor, is there a carpet? Is there no carpet? What color? And looking up at the ceiling. fire lights, fire alarm. Taking a breath. We are each here, floating in space in these rooms that we are in. You might want to take off any big rings that you have. We're going to start by rubbing our hands together. You may want to close your eyes. As we rub our hands together, we're building up ki. And because Shiatsu is Japanese, I'm going to use the word ki. It also means chi, and that means our life force energy. And there's ki all around us. There's ki inside each of us. There's ki in trees. There's ki in animals. There's ki in anything that vibrates and is alive, including the air around us. So we're rubbing our hands together because the heart channel opens up into the palm. This is a way for us to get some blood circulation going and get our arms warmed up because we're going to be using our hands a lot. And it's also a way to warm the heart. So as you rub your palms together, keep that going and bring some awareness to the soles of your feet. Your feet touching the ground, or if you're sitting cross-legged, where your seat is touching the chair beneath you or the floor. Still rubbing your hands together, building ki, generating warmth and care, grounding through your feet or your seat, and then lengthening up the spine ever so slightly. The top of your head reaching up to the sky. The soles of your feet settling deep into the ground, into the earth. We're going to pick up the pace a little bit with our hands. In a moment, we'll be taking our very warm hands and placing them over our eyes. So picking up this even more. And then over your eyes. Just gently resting your palms on your face. Allowing the heat to be felt by the muscles around your eyes, by your forehead, your cheekbones, and the heart opening into the palm. That care being breathed in, into your eyes, taking a deep breath in and out. And another slow, deep breath in. And out. And letting your hands float down to your lap. You can leave your eyes closed. And just taking a moment to notice the sensation on your face. And to begin to let your face go. Letting your jaw open. Your tongue relaxing inside your mouth. Just imagining any tension in your jaw subtly drifting away. Your cheekbones softening, relaxing the muscles around your eyes, eyebrows, forehead. Checking to see if there's any tension in your temples, the sides of your head as best you can, just letting the littlest bits go. Coming to the top of your head and like a waterfall, letting just a little bit of relaxation come through the top of your head, cascading down the front of your face, sides of your head, the back of your head, falling down your neck, the back, sides and front of your neck, down through your shoulders, chest, upper back, cascading down through your arms, your torso, your hips, your hands, thighs, knees, calves, ankles, and landing through your feet into the earth. Taking a deep breath in. Another deep breath in, maybe letting it with a sigh if you feel for it. And another one. And we're going to start the sequence by bringing our fingers to the inner aspect of our eyebrows. So you might be opening your eyes now to see what I'm doing. And you might not, you can just listen to my voice. And like I said, the first part's going to be more instructional, and we'll do it a second time around just to settle into it. So we're doing a lot of center, side, side, and we'll do each point 2 times round. So the pressure is just light. You want to feel it, but you don't want it to hurt. And don't worry if you don't get it right away. So center, side, side along the top of your eyebrows, and center, side, side. And then coming to the midway of up your forehead, and go center, side, side, and center, side, side. Then coming up just below your hairline, center, side, side, and center, side, side. And just let our arms relax for a moment. And then coming up again to the top of our head now. So just your best guess of wherever the center of the top of your head is. Sometimes it feels a little tender. So top of your head, we're going to press again, center, side, side. So center, side, side. And you're moving out like maybe an inch. Center, side, side. Coming to center and then coming forward, not all the way to your hairline, but halfway between the midpoint and your hairline, or the center point in your hairline. So center, side, side, center, side, side, and then to your hairline. Center, side, side, and center, side, side. And then just resting your arms again. And again, if you have any questions, just drop them into the chat and I'll see them. So now we're going to be pressing the sides of our head. We're going to start just above the temples, and we're going to go 1, 2, 3, moving back. So pressing with your palms into your head, in the front, middle above your ear, and then to the back of your head. And just above your temples again, 1, 2, 3. And we're moving down a little, just kind of going around your ear. So 1, and then the top of your ear on the sides of your head, 2, and back a little. You can use the top ridge of your ear as a guideline. So when I'm in the first position, my hands are resting just on the top of my ear like that. So 1, and the pressure is up to you. 2, 3, and resting your head again. Sorry, resting your arms again and resting your head. Next, we're going to be pressing up against our eyebrow bone. So I like to use 2 fingers for this. Use what works for you. Using the tips of the fingers is great. So we're going to go center, side, side again. So pressing up, and do be careful. Center, side, side. And you're on the bony ridge around your eyeball. Center, side, side. And then you can come to the top of your nose. And you might want to put one finger on top of the other, or they might be next to each other, whatever works for you. So center, all moving down your nose. 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3. And that third one, you're just kind of pressing into your face. And then again, gently, we're going around the bottom of your eye. That's great. Center, side, side, and center, side, side. And then we're going to come to the temple, and we're going to do 9 swirls in both directions. So we can take a deep breath in too. So moving forward, taking a deep breath in and out. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then going the opposite direction, breathing in. And slowly out. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then we're coming to our cheekbone. So again, it's kind of like pressing up. You can come to the sides of your nose and then press up on your cheekbone like that. So we're going to go center, side, side, center, side, side. That's great. Coming down below your nose. Center, side, side. Kind of pressing above your teeth. Center, side, side. Now we come down below our chin, and you can put your thumbs underneath like this. It just helps hold your position. And then the pressure is almost like a grasp. There's a little bit of pressure underneath. So center, moving back, side, side, center, side, side. And we're going to come to the jaw and do some more rotations. So breathing in and out. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And changing direction, breathing in. And out slowly. 6, 7, 8, 9. Now this next move is one of my favorites, although I do like all of this. And we're going to move up the sides of our head all the way up to our temple. You can use 3 fingers. I'll maybe go like this, and we'll go up 2 times. So starting at the jaw, moving up. And just like your, I don't know, reminds me of Play-Doh. Moving up the sides of your face. And letting go. And then coming back to your jaw. And moving up the sides of your face again. And letting go. And we're going to just take a moment. There's more to do, but we just want to rest our arms. And take this moment to just bring some awareness to your face. Relax again. Notice any changes, if there's anything that's changed. Reconnect with the earth through your feet or your seat. You can inhale And exhale in this stillness. We're going to bring our hands up and grasp the top of our ear. So we'll be pulling up on the top of our ear and then back in the middle and then down with the earlobe. So you want a firm grip here. Again, you don't want to hurt yourself, but you do want to feel it. So we're holding, pulling up, nice and slow, pulling back, grasping the earlobe and pulling down. We'll do that one more time. Grasping and pulling up, real pull, pulling back, and pulling down. Okay, next we're going to take our left hand over to the right side of our neck. I'm just going to come a little closer so you can see this. So we're going to be grasping. If you turn your head to the side, yeah, you can feel this muscle that runs from behind the ear. It's called, like, it's a group of muscles called the sternocleidomastoid, or the SCM. And on it are the stomach channel, the large intestine channel, and the gallbladder channel. And we're going to be grasping it in 3 places, but just feel around first to see if you can grab it. It gets a little slippery. It's kind of ropey. It runs all the way down to your collarbone. You can't really go wrong, but I just want you to take a moment to just get a real sense of where it is. So when you do, your thumb's going to be in front, and you want to be mindful, like if it feels like it's hard to breathe, or, like if you're right in the front of your neck, it's not going to feel comfortable. So make sure you're really on that muscly, ropey bit of muscle. We're going to do 1, 2, 3, and then we're going to come back to the middle point and hold it for 9. So we'll do 1, 2, 3 2 times, and then we'll come back to the middle point. Okay. So grasping at the top, we've got 1, 2, 3 at the bottom. And again, 1, 2, 3. Then coming up to the center. And not a pinch, but a firm hold. Finding that point, and then taking a deep breath in. And slowly out. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then letting go. You can drop your left hand onto your lap. That is stomach 9. It's also right above a vagus nerve bundle, so it has a direct calming effect on our whole system, particularly our digestion, and that kind of nervous stomach feeling. So we're going to take the right hand over to the left side now, and we're going to do the same thing. So let's find that ropey muscle first. I find it easier if I turn my head to the side, but everybody's body is different, so you do you. You find out what's good for you. Okay. Coming up to the top, so behind the ear and down a little bit, we've got 1, and then moving down 2, and then 3 at the bottom, and 1, 2, 3. That's great. Then coming back to center, and remembering the heart opens into the palm, so this caring touch, taking a deep breath in, and out. 6, 7, 8, 9. Letting go. Next up, I'm just going to tilt the camera a little. We're going to find a point in the front of our chest. So I wear white so everyone can see this. So here's my armpit fold. And then about 2 inches above, 1 to 2 inches above, there's a point. This is one of the opening points of the lung channel. And you can do it on both sides. And it might feel bony or fleshy or meaty, like everybody's body is different. So it generally kind of feels like a bit of a dip. And we're going to have our arms crossed, and we're going to press 3 times. So 1, 2, and I'm pressing with 3 fingers. 3. And then bringing our hands across, we're going to come to the midpoint of our collarbone. And you can feel the boniness. So if you're up on the collarbone coming towards the center, there's a boniness, and then there's a little dip where our sternum starts. So where the sternum is, this boniness, we'll go just below that boniness. We're going to do 6 points down the sternum, fit in 2 sets of 3. So we'll do 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and then 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay. So 1, moving down, 2, 3, and they're like half an inch apart. 1, 2, 3, and then down again. 1, 2, 3, into the center of your chest, and 1, 2, 3. And then the last point is just where your sternum ends. So if you move down your sternum, you might be able to feel like a bony point at the bottom. You don't want to be right on the bony part, but where your tummy gets soft. So just below the bony part where your stomach gets a bit soft. It might still feel muscular tension, but it won't feel bony anymore. So with one hand on top of the other, you can press in. And if you close your eyes, if you feel comfortable, with that firm pressure there, we're going to breathe right into your fingertips. We're going to go for a count of 9. So breathing in. Breathing into those fingertips and exhaling slowly. 6, letting the fingertips sink. 8, 9, and one more time. And out. And then letting your arms go. Finding comfort again in your chair. And taking a moment of rest before we go through the sequence one more time. It's a lot to learn a thing and do a thing and relax at the same time. So this is a moment for our learning minds to rest. And we can just drop into the sensations, maybe around your eyes, maybe sensations in your neck, in the front of your chest, or just bringing your awareness to the soles of your feet or the warmth in your hands. I'm going to go through this sequence one more time. It might feel a little more familiar. I'll still talk you through, but a little bit less instructional. Okay? You're doing great. If anyone has any questions, yeah, please let me know in the chat. Okay. So warming up your hands again. We won't warm them for quite as long this time. So warming up your hands a little bit faster. And into your eyes. The contrast between speed and slowness. The warmth in your hands penetrating deep into your brain, your head, your spirit. Bringing your fingers to the center of your forehead and pressing center, side, side above your eyebrow. center, side, side, moving up slightly, center, side, side, center, side, side, just below your hairline, center, side, side, center, side, side, resting your arms, letting your shoulders go as best you can. Bringing your fingertips to the top of your head, finding that center point unique to you and pressing down, center, about an inch out, side, side, center, side, side, moving forward slightly, center, side, side, center, side, side, that's great. And to your hairline, center, side, side, center, side, side, and resting your arms again. Taking a deep breath in. We'll be pressing the sides of our head. So starting just above the temple, know your pressure, you gauge your own pressure. 1, moving halfway back, 2, moving back again, 3, and 1, that's it, 2, 3, moving your hand down to above your ear ridge, pressing in, 1, 2, 3, maybe opening your jaw, 1, 2, 3, and resting again. Bringing 2 fingers together, pressing, we're going around the eye now, so pressing up against the eyebrow bone, center, side, side, center, side, side, coming to the top of the nose, center, down 2, down 3, center, 2, 3, below the eyes, center, gently here, side, side, center, side, side, coming to the temple for some rotations, breathing in and out, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, swapping direction, breathing in and out, 6, 7, 8, 9. Coming to your cheekbones and pressing up again, center, side, side, letting your jaw hang, center, side, side, coming below your nose, center, side, side, center, side, side, and then bringing your thumbs below your chin and pressing, kind of squeezing, center, side, side, center, side, side, and then coming to your jaw, doing some rotations, breathing in and out, 6, 7, 8, 9, and changing direction, breathing in, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then coming to the sides of your face with 3 fingers. We're going to move up 2 times. So with some pressure and kindness, gently moving up your face, lengthening your spine. Letting go back to your jaw and pushing up. Opening your jaw. Great. Then we're coming to the tops of your ears. Going to press and pull up. Press and pull back. Press and pull down. Press and pull up. Press and pull back. Press and pull down. And take a little break. Bringing some movement into your shoulders because we're asking them to do a lot of work. We're going to take the left hand over to the right side of your neck. We'll be pressing 3 times. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. We're going to hold that center point and breathing in and out. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Letting go. Bringing your right hand up to the left side of your neck, finding that muscle group, and coming to 1, 2, 3. Doing great. 1, 2, 3. And then holding that center point, breathing in and out. 7, 8. Great. Crossing your hands over your chest, coming just above your armpit fold, finding some kind of depression or juicy spot. We're going to press in 3 times. 1, 2, 3. Bringing your hands across, coming to the midpoint of your collarbone, just a little bit below. You've got 1, 2, 3. That's great. 1, 2, 3. Moving down your sternum. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And then coming to this soft spot below where your sternum ends, just where your abdomen, your softer belly begins. 2 hands together. Finding that spot and then settling into your seat. That's great. Taking a nice long deep breath in, breathing into the tips of those fingers. And exhaling slowly, allowing the fingers to sink. And breathing in again. And out. And letting the arms go. If your eyes are closed, keeping them closed, or closing them if you feel comfortable. Finding comfort in your seat as best you can. Really letting your jaw go, almost like your mouth is hanging open. Bringing relaxation around your eyes, long through your spine, but not stiff.
letting the muscles hang off your skeleton. Taking this time to allow the ki flow that we have initiated to move through the rest of your physical form, your energetic body. Really allowing gravity to be gravity, to be held to the earth, so that the earth can hold in its vastness more of the stress that we're letting go of, little bit by little bit. Slowly starting to wiggle your fingers and toes. Moving your arms or legs in ways that feel good for you. Gently opening your eyes. And again, taking a look around the room. Looking at the corners of the room, colors of the walls. Looking behind you on both sides. Just taking notice of what's here, what color, what shapes. Looking up at the ceiling. Down at the floor. Colors and shapes. Taking a moment to thank yourself for showing up today, tonight. And thank you, everyone else, for coming.